Yeah. Cut it. Cut it.
To your girl's channel, Gigi's Reality. This is your girl Gigi, and we have to talk about the latest episode of Loving Hip-Hop Atlanta. But first, before we do that, do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free 99. I say this every time. It ain't gonna kill you. We all love free. Join the fam, be a homie of mine, and let's get it cracking, okay? So this episode of Living Hip-Hop starts with the girls around the table, kind of for brunch. It's Mimi, Sierra, Pooh, and Rashida. So they're all kind of talking about this whole spice situation. Mimi was like, look, I tried to take this girl to a museum, let her know the American, history with black people, and she basically took none of it. I'm with Mimi, like, you bleach your skin is basically selling out. If this whole thing is ass backwards, because how are you saying, we can't, I know I'm not making it because I'm dark skinned. I know I can't make it because people are telling me to bleach my skin and stuff. But if you bleach your skin, then you're doing exactly what they want you to do. So why don't you not bleach your skin, make it, and be like, I'm not gonna, conform to your expectations. That's what you're supposed to do, because then now all these dark skinned people who are following you saying like, oh, I can't, wait till she makes it. That's something I can look forward to. When you bleach your skin, what the hell you think they gonna do, Spice? Like, come on, girl. I think she's so focused on trying to make her dream happen in America that she's like just finding any reason, to something to blame it on. But then there's, move on to Karlie's engagement party. Everybody was invited, but Pooh, she got a little bit salt in the wound. She wasn't invited, and she don't like that. She was like, me and Karlie were close. Basically so close, we shared my man. We was doing 3-ways, all type of stuff. Basically do it, baby, lick it, baby, sticky baby, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And she was basically putting it out there. She wanted to do a little dirt, and the girls kind of like turned her away from it. Like, nah, don't do that. That's her engagement party. She finally got a good man. Like, don't do it. So she was like, you guys are right. Now, y'all, Pooh, she is manufactured from head to toe. Like, god dang, she had a lot of work done. Like, it's a little scary. Like, the lips, the cheeks, like, the butt, like, it's a lot, okay? And the makeup ain't helping either, because she got that shit caked on. I know it takes 1,000 makeup wipes to get that shit off. So then we move on to Karlie. She wants to have a baby boy. They go to do IVF, and basically the doctor is telling her, basically, Karlie, your ass is old, which is something we already knew. She has, I guess, a daughter, and so she wants her son, and she's trying to do this egg retrieval and stuff. But the doctor's like, it's going to be hard at your age. Like, we have to do this aggressively. Mo leaves the room, and she kind of says that, she's having problems with, bleeding and whatnot. So the doctor was like, okay, that's the issue. We're going to have to, work all this out. And Karlie, like, you might have to do a surrogate, honey, because if you really want your son that bad, you got to understand, like, you are raising at this point. I get it. Age ain't nothing but a number, but still, like, your biological clock been broke a long time ago, okay? So you might have to let that one go and just pay for a surrogate to carry if you want a healthy son, because there's no point in doing an egg retrieval, spending all that money, and then unfortunately having a miscarriage or something going wrong. Like, if you want this to be, your thing, having a son so bad, then just pay for a surrogate and let it go, girl, okay? You're gonna have a baby, your ass just ain't gonna be the one to carry it. Your body too old, okay? Listen to your body, listen to your biological clock. Your knees is aching and shit. Like, I'm sure you rubbing Bengay on, like, bitch, you that old, okay? Let it go, Karlie. Let it go. In the next scene, we kind of see Karlie doing her, engagement planning. She ends up meeting with Shay Mack. I guess she was previously on Loving Hip Hop somehow. She said she went through an ugly duckling phase, and Karlie was like, yeah, okay. And she was like, yeah, we met before, we used to be cool. Like, Shay wasn't appreciating, I guess, the dig that she was giving her, but Shay certainly gave some back to her. So I guess, she's doing this DJing for her party, but Shay threw out a little shade when she was like, this is like my real, this is my first engagement party. She was like, first? And she's like, and then Karlie's like, my real engagement. Shay's like, okay, yeah, bitch, all right. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna do a good music mix, throw a couple of my music in there. You mind if I play my music? And Karlie was like, hell to the no. Like, no. And Shay was like, well, damn, well, okay. So she didn't appreciate, I guess, that little conversation. So, because later in the episode, she goes to, ditch it all to Pooh. But up next, we see KK. She went having it. She heard about Tommy hitting her son, Scrap, and all that type of stuff. She went to, Tommy was like, look, bitch, cut it out. She said, this is a halfway house, not all the way out. Like, he halfway out. And she damn right. Like, if you gonna be his, like, girl as much as you say it is, and you got a son together, like, you can't be doing all that stuff, because they'll be looking for any reason to send his ass right back to jail. And every time KK Rowley, like, you could have put a scratch on him, not on him. She's like, well, he could have said he fell. Like, girl, no, it ain't that easy. Like, you making up all these excuses, and it don't work that way, honey boo boo pie. She was like, I know you mad because he got a new girl, Moniece. And Tom was like, ain't nobody stunting that bitch. Like, she's like, Moniece is way better than you. She's like, that crazy bitch that, is a crackhead, basically. I mean, it's obvious that Tommy's feelings is hurt. She see that, Scrap potentially moving on. She was basically throwing the cat at him in the previous episodes, trying to give, like she said, the key to the house and to this. Like, girl, like, you looking a little desperate. Put the brakes on, because he just got out. So he obviously ain't gonna be settling down no time soon, because the last thing a nigga's looking forward to when he coming out of jail after being cooped up with nothing but men is settling down with one woman, okay? So KK was like, look, bitch, we gonna fight next time you put my son in danger, okay? So Tommy was like, yeah, right, this conversation dull, and like just, delves off, and they pull off from each other. And so up next we have I guess Spice is in the studio with Shekinah and Tokyo. She shows them the video for her I guess song Black Hypocrisy. Shekinah at first was like, this girl done went white, and it is absolutely wrong. And then she said, after she explained it, saw the video, like, she gets it. But still, like I said, it's still pointless to bleach your skin if you're saying, black people need to be succeeding, even darker skinned. And she's absolutely right. There is colorism. We all know light skin is a little bit more appreciated, I guess, in a sense. And so, that's when Tokyo and Shekinah starts talking about their grown-up stories being black. She said, I was a brown-skinned girl, but I could always tell my friends who were light-skinned. Tokyo's like, she always knew that they just got a little bit more extra attention. And Shekinah was like, I always had a short ponytail and they dogged me, so I knew I wanted to marry an Indian man for long hair. But the thing is, Shekinah, your ass had short hair probably because you probably kept it wet with grease and slicking it back and had candy stuck in your hair and had to cut it out. Like, I mean, there's way for your kids to grow up with hair, especially like black people have this, like, I don't know, like if you treat your hair right, it'll grow. So you didn't need to marry an Indian man, but I get it. Like, we all see the curly, wavy hair that everybody wants. And Shekinah, you can have it if you just stop fucking with your hair and leave the wigs and shit alone and let your shit breathe, okay? Megan, I mean, not Megan, but Tokyo, like, I get it. Like, you always notice, like, certain aspects of your friends who get treated better. So, but Spice, like, they were asking, like, Spice, are you still considered bleaching it? I honestly don't think Spice is still considered bleaching it, but I think she's just saying it because it's just going along with her storyline. It would just be too much. I know, like, she just wouldn't be willing to do that because then her family would be looking at her like, what the hell? So then we get to Akbar and Moniece. They're working on an EP together, and Moniece is just like upset with Akbar. Her, effort just wasn't a lot, but Akbar had a lot going on her family. She got 5 kids. Why'd you have all those damn kids if you knew all this was gonna be a struggle? Women, keep your legs closed. Y'all always get stuck in a position. Y'all have so much stuff going on, but y'all keep letting these niggas hit, and y'all keep getting impregnated, and they obviously ain't helping your ass. She said, I moved to Buckhead thinking it was gonna help, and it didn't. Her kids stealing, acting up, and it's causing a whole bunch of commotion. And it's causing a huge problem because Maurice's like, we gotta work on our EP. But, Akbar changed the subject like, bitch, like, I knew you had a man, but why didn't you tell me you was Scrap? Because, look, I got the lowdown. Scrap was kissing Tommy. And she was like, obviously she hurt. I mean, they've been messing around and stuff. And she called him the devil. This is what happened when you let the wrong nigga hit. And then it also sucks if it's worth it at that, the wrong dude he hit. And it'd be like, he just knows exactly what to do. And you can't mess with him no more. But you still call him when you drunk at 3 a.m. That's who it be. And that's why it's called, I get it, Moniece, it's called Devil Day for a reason. So the next scene is Shay actually goes talks to Pooh over, I guess, her interaction with Karlie. She was like, yeah, Karlie had a nerve to act like she ain't know me, like we didn't have no friendship. And Pooh was like, yeah, that's what she do. She dropped me too. You know, they were just kind of bonding over that. And she had the nerve to be like, look, I got this, and I want you to expose Karlie for who she really is. Karlie been, I mean, we ain't gonna lie, like, Karlie been messy in the past. That's all she ever did. Karlie and Jocelyn Hernandez might as well been in the same boat, because they just love spilling everybody else's tea. And she was like, we gonna stoop to her level. And Pooh smart, because she used Shay to do her dirty work. And Shay, you can tell she was hesitant, but unfortunately she goes through with it. Pooh just keep putting out there like, oh, we had a 3-way with my husband. Like, bitch, okay, Karlie a freak. We all knew this. So it ain't like, wouldn't be nothing like surprising if she did do it. Like, and what? So what if she did? I mean, you talking about you worried that she licking where the sun don't shine. Well, you let her lick it. So, I mean, what else is there to talk about? So, we get to Jock and Kendra getting ready for the party, matter of fact. And Jock, he tried to do this fake 72-hour flu, and Kendra is not buying it. She like, we going to this party, you gonna take me out, point blank, period, okay? And Jock was like, why you want to go so bad? She was like, look, this is the time for us to step out together. And she pulled out them lawyer interrogation skills, got his ass to flip, and take her out to the party. She's like, she basically pulled out, if you love me, you gonna do it. If you love me, this is what you would do. You know I want to go to this party. This is a time for us to show out each other and for you to take me out for the world to see. And Jock was like, okay, I guess this is a little bit I can do for my girl Kendra. Like, Kendra obviously is totally different from Karlie. Like, she a lawyer, got a real job. Like, it's totally different. I can't imagine seeing a lawyer with Jock with his retarded ass. Like, I cannot understand that combination. But you know, it's yin and yang. And so they end up showing up to the party later on. But so Karlie's party gets started. You know, Mo had never met the girls before, so he finally gets the time to sit down with them. They ask him questions. He's doing, you know, the whole shebang, and you know, they kind of like him. He said the right things in regards to like the kid situation. He's like, you know, Karlie got a daughter, so she's my daughter now, which is what you would hope to expect. And you know, they're like, okay, he's cool. Jock walks in, and Shay messy as somehow, welcome Jock. Who's that besides you? Everybody of course looking. She did the messiest of the messiest, and you know, Jock walked over there with Kendra, and Karlie's like, okay, I see you got a little cute thing, you know. I mean, looks wise, she's like, you know, average compared to what we're used to seeing, like in the Atlanta. Like, she ain't done up, like she got, you know, boy titties. Like, I mean, okay, she might need to get a boob job just a little bit, something so it's plump, because she was looking hella flat, like negative A cups, okay? But you know, I'm not a body shamer, I'm just pointing out the facts. And he walked over, and Karlie's like, I'm glad you came, you know, we're cool, you don't have to worry about nothing. Kendra introduced herself. She's like, everything's fine. She's like, yeah, me and Jock were like family. And she looked at him like, bitch, family, like pushing it. And she's like, we're like brothers and sisters. And then Jock walked away, and Mo was like, brothers and sisters? Like, no, Karlie, y'all not like brothers and sisters. Like, y'all have seen each other's insides. Y'all have done the most to each other. Like, let it go. Just say y'all cool and move on. So, it kind of gets to like the girls. Spices, this is the first time Spice is seen everybody since the blow up with Mimi. They're still talking to her like, okay, Spice, what is it? You bleaching your skin? She's like, maybe. And then Tokyo was kind of like, but this what I told her to do is like, no questions for tonight and all this type of stuff like that. I mean, we get it, but they have the right to ask. Like, as a friend, they're just concerned that she would do something she might regret. And I think she would if she actually did that. But literally, as they're talking, Shay decides to put Karlie on blast after her like little announcement, being all ushy gushy, talking about Mo, thank you for accepting me and all that type of stuff. She's like, my dear friend Pooh, who couldn't make it tonight. And as soon as that word came out, Karlie and everybody looked like, no, like a slow motion. It was like, oh shit, here we go. And she was like, we got proof. Karlie was like eating cookies and all this type of stuff. Like, damn, like she tried to throw the mic and everything. She got security to cook her ass out. Everybody was like not here for it. And I was surprised people were like booed her, because usually they up for the mess in Atlanta, but they told her ass to get out. And I guess everybody was fine after that party. Like, here once again, like, okay, you said it. She said, you know, Pooh liked to announce, you know, she was eating out the cookie jar, as she liked to say. So what? Karlie was eating out the cookie jar. It wouldn't be nothing new. Like, god dang, it's nothing new. She's a porn star, for God's sakes. So, so we just gonna have to see how this ends up the next episode. She ain't gonna be able to show her face for a while because Pooh got her to do her dirty work. And it's definitely gonna backfire, as you can see in the preview for next episode. So that was it for this episode. Not too much, just a little bit here and there. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please comment. Do you think Kendra and Jock are gonna last? Do you think Spice needs to do this whole bleaching situation? What do you think about Spice and this whole black hypocrisy thing? Please like the video and subscribe to my channel, guys, like I said. And thank you for tuning in. This has been your girl Gigi. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side.